Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Ado Jayamudiri Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Sthiti Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langeti Girim Yatkrupatam Vande Shri Gurun Denatarino Paramananda Madhava Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Welcome to Srimad Bhagavatam session in English. Canto 11, Chapter 3, text number 24, chapter name Liberation from Illusory Energy. Saucham tapasthitiksham cha maunam swadhyayamarjavam brahmacharyam ahimsam cha samatvam dvanda samagnayo. To serve the spiritual master, the disciple should learn cleanliness, austerity, tolerance, silence, study of the Vedic knowledge, simplicity, celibacy, non-violence, and equanimity in the face of material dualities such as heat and cold, happiness and distress. So as we see in our last session that duties of a disciple and the characteristics of a disciple should be cleanliness, internal cleaning and external cleaning. External cleaning is cleansing the body, and internal cleaning is purifying one's chitta or one's consciousness by chanting the holy names of the Lord, by doing Shastra Seva, by doing deity worship, also by serving Vaishnavas, getting enlightenment from Acharyas, following the previous footsteps of the Acharyas. Also, one should follow the regulated injunctions from Vedas. All these are called internal cleanliness. And Swadhyaya means one should always read the revealed scriptures written by the great authorities in the line of disciplic succession from authorized persons, like we see the incarnation of Supreme Personality of God Krishna Vyasadeva, and also his disciples or authorities who comes from the disciplic succession, which is called bona fide gurus or bona fide spiritual masters. That is, Swadhyaya means one should always study Shastras, and one should understand Shastras, one should follow, and also one should apply to his own life, and then he can preach to the different types of people who are fully absorbed in worldly manner, in the material world, who are fully absorbed in sense gratification. Tolerance, so one should be very tolerant enough to execute the process of devotional service. One should not get annoyed, or one should not get reacted when reversals comes in establishing his own sadhana, or in accomplishing his achievements in spiritual life. So austerity one should follow, one should observe vratas or austerities like Ekadashi Vrata, and giving up the food stuff which is not offered to Krishna, and accepting only Krishna Prasadam, or only Krishnized foodstuff, which is sanctified by chanting certain mantras. So that's also a great austerity in Kali Yuga. And one should not do any harm to other living entities, not only human beings, but also to other living entities. It's a very great austerity, just for the sake of satisfying one's own tongue, to relish the the taste of by killing the other living entities. It's really highly adharmic, and it's irreligious. It's totally against the law of karma. It's totally against the law of God's laws, against the laws of God's opinion. It's really sinful. One can say it. That means sinful means disobedience to the system of law of nature. It's like killing their own mother. So extracting all the facilities from the nature, or from the mother who has given us birth, or who has fed us with lot of milk and other hygienic items, and just killing them when it becomes useless, or when it becomes nobody's property, then just kill them. So it's just like killing our own mother. It's really, I can say, the topmost point of cruelty. One should not supposed to do it. It's against the nature of laws. It's against the nature of Lord's will. So Vedic knowledge, study of Vedic knowledge, and also silence. Silence in the sense you should not follow or observe the Mauna Vratam. We should follow Mauna Vratam when topics or titles which are not concerned or which are not related to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then you should observe Mauna Vratam. When it is connected, when it is related, when it is really necessary, then you can discuss about those topics, and you can raise the voice against it when it goes against the laws of Supreme Personality of Godhead. And cleanliness, non-violence also. It is celibacy. One should maintain the celibacy just to control our senses and mind. One has to control the celibacy. As far as brahmacharis are concerned, as far as grahasthas are concerned, they should not be grahamedi, but they should be grahasthas. According to their varnas and ashramas, they have to subsequently follow the norms given in the scriptures. As a regulated life, it is called regulated life, and equanimity in the face of material divarities. So one should not be disturbed, or one should not be influenced by dualities such as heat and cold. Whatever may comes, Krishna will take care, and we should always ready to face whatever dualities comes in our life, and whatever distress comes in life. So as we saw, one need not go to forest and maintain like a yogi. You can see in Kumbh Melas and all, some yogis, they burn fire around them, and they simply do some yoga or some mystics. All these are not required in Kali Yuga. One can chant the holy names of the Lord, Sthane Sthiti, wherever he is, and whatever position he is, and whatever profession he is, he should chant the holy names of the Lord. He can do all sorts of devotional activities at home or once in a while or once in a week you can go and meet some sadhu purushas or santas to get them to get enlightenment or to advance in devotion service. And 25th sloka it says Sarvatrameshwaran viksham kaivalyam aniketatam vivikta chiravasanam santosham yena kenachit. One should practice meditation by constantly seeing oneself to be an eternal cognizant spirit soul and seeing the Lord to be the absolute controller of everything. To increase one's meditation, one should live in secluded place and give up the false attachment to one's home, household paraphernalia, giving up the decorations of the temporary material body. One should dress himself with scraps of cloth found in rejected places or with the bark of trees. In this way, one should learn to satisfy any material situation. Kaivalyam means living in a secluded place, indicates place free from material disturbance. But in this contemporary world, we cannot go to any secluded place, and wherever we go in the secluded place, there will be some disturbance by nature or some disturbance by other living entities. So it's better to have a good place where devotees stay, where devotees are residing, or where some satsangas going on. So then we can mingle with them, take association from them, discuss with them. As says in Bhagavad Gita, Machchitta Madgada Prana Bodhayantaha Parasparam Mama Kadayantischa Mam Nityam Dushyantita Ramachita. So our devotees who are pure in heart, they always discuss about the topics which are related to Krishna, our Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they give up their lives for the sake of discharging their duties of devotion service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they always please the Lord, and they will never have any sort of a topic which are not related to Lord. So in Kali Yuga, one tries to remain physically isolated from all other results. It will be a degradation or insanity. That's what I told. Aniketatam means one should not be intoxicated by ephemeral satisfaction of one's home, sweet home, which will vanish at any moment by the unforeseen circumstances produced by one's previous activities. In this age, it is not actually possible to trust in the tree bark and models. It is not to wear mere scraps of cloth. Previously, human culture accommodated those practicing the perseverance in the rest of. So, in those ages, in the bygone ages, some the santas or sadhus used to go to forest, and they used to wear the dress of tree bark. So all these are not practical in Kali Yuga. So better in Kali Yuga, the best way is to start Sankirtana Yagna, inundated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is none other than the Krishna himself, incarnate as devotee, and who came to give Krishna Prem to us. And also he demonstrated how to do devotion service by chanting the holy names of the Lord, by bringing together the whole world and commemorate the movement of Sankirtana. That's the best method, recommended way of doing devotional service in Kali Yuga, so that the conditioned souls get liberated by chanting the holy names of the Lord. So one should also dovetail all the activities, all the objects, all the things, all the belongings, whatever there in our existence, and dovetail into the Krishna consciousness and use it for spreading the Krishna consciousness, for development of devotion service, and to facilitate the people to take up this Krishna consciousness. So why one should chant the holy names of the Lord? Because it's Yuga Dharma, Kali Yuga Dharma. Every Yuga has its own Dharma, every Yuga has its own intention, every Yuga has its mission. Like Kali Yuga has a mission of spreading Sankirtana movement. So only then the people can remember the Lord at the time of death, chant the holy names of the Lord at the time of death, so that we can be promoted to the kingdom of the Supreme Personality of God at Golok, from Bulok to Golaka, which is our original place, which is our native place, which is our hometown, it's called. 26. Shraddham Bhagavate Shastre Nindam Anyatra Chapi Hi Manovak Karma Dhandam Cha Satyam Sama Damo Api. One should have firm faith that he will achieve all success in life by following the scriptures, those scriptures that describe the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. At the same time, one should avoid blaspheming other scriptures. One should rigidly control his mind, speech, and bodily activities. Always speak the truth and bring the mind and senses under full control. So, in this verse, it says that one should not blaspheme, or one should not criticize or do any ninda to other scriptures, but one should follow the authorized scriptures, and one should follow the scriptures which glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So those scriptures should be if in those scriptures we should have firm faith. So one should rigidly control his mind, his speech, or in bodily activities. Always speak the truth and bring the mind and senses under full control. In Chaitanya Charitamrita 22.62 it says about Shraddha. Shraddha sabde viswasa kahe sudrada nishchaya Krishna bhakti kaile sarva karma krutahaya. By rendering transcendental loving service to Krishna, one can automatically develop faith towards all the scriptures and perform subsidiary activities. This confident, firm faith favorable to discharge the devotional service is called Shraddha. Thus, a devotee should be confident by carrying out the injunctions of Bhagavat Shastra or Vedic literature that directly rather than indirectly describe the devotional service to Supreme Personality of God. One will easily achieve all knowledge and perfection of life. So if one wants to get the perfection of life, one should carry out the injunctions of Bhagavad Dharma or the Vedic literature that directly rather than indirectly describes the devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. According to Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur, Mano Vakya Dandam, or strict control of the mind, speech and body activities, means Manasa, Vachika, Kayika, Vikarma, Rahityam. That is, one should rigidly abandon all sinful activities with his mind, speech and body. As Srila Prabhupada has repeatedly pointed out, sense control does not mean stopping sensory activities, thus becoming like a dead body, but rather engaging one's mental, vocal and bodily activities in the service of Krishna. So here, this particular point is focused on controlling the mind, senses and physical activities. One cannot observe silence by controlling the sense and mind, but one can engage their sense, mind and physical activities by performing pure devotion service, so that spontaneously their senses, mind and their physical activity and the bodily activities will be controlled by engaging them in the service of Supreme Personality of Godhead. A person acting in Krishna consciousness in the service of Krishna with his body, mind and universe is a liberated person, and even within the material world. So if even though a person is in the material world, if he tries to engage his senses, mind and other activities, bodily activities, then automatically he reaches the path of liberation. So in Gita it is said in one sloka, Krishna says, Esham tu antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvanda moha nirmukta bhajante mam dhradavrataha. Persons who have acted very piously in their previous lives and in this life, whose sinful actions are completely eradicated or freed from the duality of delusion, engage themselves in my service with eternal determination. So Krishna says in 728, those who have free from all the sinful activities in this life and in previous life, and who are free from Dvanda Moha and Dvandas in the dualities, can achieve the Supreme Personality of Godhead with very great determination. So Srila Prabhupada also said those eligible for elevation to the transcendental position are mentioned in this verse. For those who are sinful, atheistic, foolish and deceitful, it's very difficult to transcend the devotee of desire. And it's very quite obvious that a sinful person cannot achieve the perfection or cannot go to the Supreme Personality because the sinful persons is not at all eligible to go to the kingdom of God. So when he keeps on committing sinful activities, then how one can go to the Supreme Personality of God? He cannot go. It's highly impossible because the sinful activity, the sinful person cannot go. He is not eligible at all. Srila Madhvacharya has quoted the following statement from the Brahmanda Purana. One should have complete faith in transcendental literature such as Srimad Bhagavatam and other literature and directly glorify the Supreme Personality. One should also have faith in Vishnu, Vaishnava Tantras and the original Vedas and Mahabharata, which includes Bhagavad Gita and which is considered fifth Veda. So Bhagavad Gita is considered to be the fifth Veda apart from four Vedas. So one should have firm faith. Like there is one story in Puranas that there was once a Brahmana called Arjuna, and this particular Arjuna was always reciting Bhagavad Gita slokas and try to understand. But once when he read this sloka, that Lord Krishna never comes personally and rescues his devotees. He didn't have faith in that particular sloka. It's from I think 929. It says that Krishna. It's in this particular verse, Krishna says that whoever continuously or satatam, so without any break, without any hindrance, one who chants the holy name of the Lord, or one who performs pure devotion service, for him I'll take care of everything, whatever he have, and also I will preserve and I also provide what he doesn't have, and also I preserve what he has. So it says that even if he doesn't have any further devotion service, I will provide them, and whatever devotion service he has, that I will protect him. So like that Krishna says in that. So this particular Arjuna Brahmachari, the Brahmana, he just striked off that sloka, saying that I don't believe in this particular statement what Krishna says. So he went to the market and he went to some the marketplace to bring some ingredients to cook some prasadam. So then meanwhile two young boys, one with fair complexion, another with dark complexion, they brought some lot of luggages with grains and vegetables and gave it to this Brahmini, who is the wife of that Arjuna. And that Arjuna's wife asked, who sent this and who are you, what did you want, why are you bringing all these things? It is sent by my guru, that is your husband. He only sent me, but we were unable to lift this heavy weight of this luggage, but he got angry and he just took a stick and he beat us. So you can see at the back, so there are a lot of rashes, where it is a lot of rashes are on the back because of his punishment. So then Arjuna's wife said, no, my husband doesn't have any disciples. How can he bet like this? Is he a human being or not? I really condemn this, but I don't think my husband would have done like this. Then they showed the rashes over the back. Then she was really very sad, and she expressed a lot of compassion to those boys. So she said, please wait here. I'm very sorry that if my husband would have done this. So please be seated. I'll go and bring some prasadam for you. So she then went to kitchens. She went to the kitchen and she was trying to cook some prasadam for them. So then she brought the prasadam, but those two young boys were not there. They disappeared. And then her husband has come, Arjuna. So Arjuna saw that the house was so what can I say? It is so prakasham. It is glittering like gold. And then as soon as he entered, her wife was shouting at him, "Why you gave punishment like this for those small boys, very poor boys?" Then punishment, which punishment? Yes, you gave punishment because they are not able to lift that luggage, that grains and all ingredients for prasadam. No, 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 I didn't send them. Who are they? I don't know anything about this. Then Arjuna realized that you are not sent. Then who has sent this? And how come they brought this all these vegetables and all these grains? I have not sent at all. I don't know anything about this. Whatever you say, I'm not able to recall. I'm not able to believe this. And then he went and opened the Bhagavad Gita book, and then he saw whatever he underlined that particular sloka. Then he just he saw that it is not that underlined print was not there. It has disappeared. Then he came to know that the concept what I understood, that Krishna will not come personally to save his devotees. It has proved that Krishna Balaram has come. Those two young boys are Krishna Balaram, and my wife is very, very fortunate. All these years I did so many sadhana, but I was not able to have the darshan of Krishna Balaram, and I was not able to communicate with them. It was really a transcendental darshan my wife she had, and he exchanged all this the pleasure, the spiritual pleasure, whatever he realized. So this is the thing. So one should have faith that Krishna is always, as a Paramatma, he is observing everything whatever he does. And if we are really has the faith, Shraddhavan bhajate yomam, he is the real yogi. In Krishna says in one sloka, who is the best yogi? The best yogi is who has faith in Krishna's words, who has faith in Krishna's vacha, who has faith in Krishna's devotees' vacha. Then definitely he is the best yogi, he is the best devotee. So one should have unlimited faith towards Krishna's words and Krishna's teachings in Bhagavad Gita. Oh, it's 9:22. Ananyas chintayanto mam yejana paryupashate teshabi nityabhi yuktanam yoga kshemam vahameham. Only this sloka he underlined, that Arjuna Brahmana. 9:22 it is. So one should faithfully accept the Vedic literature as directly or indirectly discovered. One should not blaspheme by any portion of it, even for Lord Brahma as well as for other creatures down to the insignificant unmoving species such as trees and stones. Blasphemy of any Vedic literature causes one to merge into the darkness of ignorance. So one should not blaspheme the Vedic literature. If one tries to blaspheme the Vedic literature, then it causes merge into the darkness of ignorance. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. So one should read the scriptures authorized scriptures like Bhagavad Gita as it is, Srimad Bhagavatam, Ramayana, and all these things. Under a bona fide spiritual master, who can guide us and promote us from the material world to the spiritual world. So this should be studied every day every day at home, and also in the temple premises, by taking the association of pure devotees of the Lord. Hare Krishna.